Myself Shubhashish Shah, Assistant Professor of Mathematics of Greater Kolkata College of Engineering and Management, GIS Group. In this video, I will discuss about minimal spanning tree. This is a part of graph theory. The name of the subject is Mathematics 3. Subject code is BSc 301. Module number is 5. And this is for the students of Computer Science, Engineering and Information Technology. So in my previous video, I have discussed about spanning trees and spanning trees. Now today, I will tell you what is spanning tree and how to find what is minimal spanning tree and how to find a minimal spanning tree from a given graph. And the methods. There are several methods. I will discuss about two methods to find minimal spanning trees. Okay. So what is minimal spanning tree? You know the definition of spanning tree. I discussed in the previous video. A spanning tree is a subgraph, spanning subgraph of a given graph. And if this spanning subgraph is a tree, then that is called a spanning tree. Now, if a graph is weighted graph, that is weights are given in the edges of the graph, then since we can find many spanning trees from a graph, then if the graph is weighted graph, then after finding all the spanning trees from that graph, so you can find the minimal spanning tree. Minimal spanning tree means the spanning tree whose weight will be the minimum. Okay, so from a given weighted given graph, you have to find all the spanning trees and whose weight will be minimum. That is called the minimal spanning tree. Now why the word minimal is used? Because minimum spanning tree is not unique. That is, suppose the minimum weight, you found all the spanning trees and suppose their weights are 30, 31, 28, 30, 27, 27 and 15. So sorry, and 35. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spanning trees. You are given a weighted graph and you found all the 7 spanning trees, and which will be the minimal spanning tree? So there are 2 spanning trees with minimum weight. 27 here is the minimum number. So minimum is not used. The word minimal is used because the spanning tree with minimum weight is not unique. There may be more than one minimum spanning tree. So this is called minimal spanning tree. Now, in our syllabus, there are 2 methods to find minimal spanning tree. Okay. So one is Kruskal algorithm and another is Prim's algorithm. Number 1 is Kruskal's algorithm. Number 2, Prim's algorithm. Okay. So we will discuss one by one these algorithms to find a minimal spanning tree from a given weighted graph. Okay. First, I will discuss about Kruskal algorithm. So what is Kruskal algorithm? In Kruskal algorithm, we have to first arrange the edges in increasing order according to the weight of the edges. Okay. So let G be a given weighted graph. Okay. So first arrange the edges in increasing order according to their weight. Next, you have to draw the edges from the first, that is minimum weight, edge with minimum weight, and you will continue until and unless you will get n-1 edges. So graph G is the graph with n vertices, and we know that in a tree with n vertices there are n-1 edges. So after arranging in increasing order, you will have to draw the edges according to the weight until and unless you get n-1 edges. Now there is a condition. Obviously the condition is, when you are drawing the edges, you are taking the edges, you have to follow, or you have to take care of it, that if any edge forms a cycle, after drawing any edge forms a cycle, then you have to eliminate that edge. That is, you will not draw that edge. So skip that edge, then continue again. In this way, Kruskal algorithm is followed. Now I will give you an example. Okay, so first I am giving a weighted graph. This is the graph. You draw with me. There are 6 vertices. The name of the vertices are A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Now there is a self loop at F, and we are giving the weights with the edges. This is the weight of the edge is 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, and the weight of this self loop is 5. Next, FD, the weight of this edge is 5. Next, EB, the weight of this edge is 4. Next, EA, the weight is 3. Next, DA, the weight is 1. Okay. Next, CA, the weight of this edge is 4. Okay. So this is our given weighted graph. Now, to find the spanning tree or minimal spanning tree, we know that we have to first eliminate all the self loop and parallel edges given in that graph, because tree is always acyclic and connected. So since self loop and parallel edges form cycle, so these self loops and parallel edges are not useful in a tree. So we will first eliminate this self loop, or if there is a parallel edge, then eliminate that parallel edges. So in this graph there is no parallel edge, there is one self loop. So after eliminating the self loop, I am again drawing this graph. Just eliminate the self loop and parallel edges at the first step. This is not a certain point of Kruskal algorithm. This is also we have done for drawing a spanning tree. So just this self loop will be eliminated and the remaining graph will be same. Okay, the weight of this edge was 3, 3, 3, 4, 2, 2, 1. So after eliminating this edge, this will be 5, EB, these are same, these are all same, there is no change. This is 4, EA, this is 3, and CA, this is 4, AD is 1. Okay, so now this is the graph after eliminating the self loop. Okay, next we will have to arrange the edges in the increasing order according to their weight. So we can form a table for our convenience. So edges and weight, these are the two rows of the table. Okay, so what are the edges? From minimum weight, from if we arrange in increasing order, ascending order, then there are two edges with minimum weight, that is 1. Those are AB and AD. So AB weight is 1, AD weight is 1. Next, after 1, there are two edges with weight 2. They are BC and CD. So BC weight 2, CD weight 2. Okay. Next, there are 1, 2, 3, 3 edges with weight 3. So those edges are EF, FA and EA. Okay. So AF with weight 3, EA with weight 3 and EF with weight 3. Next, there are two edges with weight 4. They are BE and AC. BE and AC. So AC weight 4, BE weight 4. Okay, no, there are 3 edges. There is another edge with weight 4, that is ED. ED weight 4. And the last edge with weight 5, that is FD. So FD with weight 5. Okay. So here we have taken all the edges and we have arranged the edges according to their weight in ascending order. After arranging, okay, I'm removing this graph so that we can get the space to draw. So after arranging, from the first we have to take the edges and draw. Okay, first edge is AB. Now what is AB? This is the edge AB with weight 1. Now I am drawing AB with weight 1. This is step 1. Okay. Now step 2, AD. AB has been drawn. So mark it AD. Now AD is like this. So this is AB. This was the previous edge and now the new edge is AD with weight 1. Okay. Next, take BC. BC is the edge with weight 2. So number 3 I am drawing here AB with weight 1. You have to draw the previous graph with the new edge AD and BC. Just you have to observe that the new edge, after drawing the new edge, no cycle should be formed. So BC is 2. Okay. Now number 4. Number 4 is CD. Now if you draw CD, then you see that a cycle will be formed. A cycle will be formed, CD. So we will not take CD. So CD is eliminated. Okay. Next, skip this CD and go to the next edge, that is AF. So AF is the edge with weight 3. If you draw AF, then see that this does not form a cycle. So you can draw AF. Now AD AB is 1, AD is 1, BC is 2, and the new edge AF. So AF like this, and the edge weight of this edge is 3. Okay, and be careful, the count after drawing, count the number of edge. Here there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 vertices, so there will be 5 edges in the spanning tree. So 1 2 3 4, we have already drawn 5 edges. We got 4 edges, 1 2 3 4. So in our required spanning tree there will be 5 edges. So one edge is remaining. So after AF, take EA. Take EA. So EA does not form a cycle. EA does not form a cycle. So in the next step, okay, I am removing this. Number 5. Number 5. First draw the previous graph. AF. AD. AB, this will be C, B, C. The weight of this is 2. So 2, 1, 3, 1. Okay. Now the next edge is EA. This is the vertex E, and the edge is like this, EA. And the weight of EA is 3. Now see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 edges have been drawn. There are 6 vertices. So this should be the minimal spanning tree. Now if you ask me that what is for the remaining edges, now if you draw any of the remaining edges, you see that a cycle would be formed. Now see, if you draw EF, it will be a cycle. Okay. If you draw AC, it would be a cycle. If you draw BE, it would be a cycle. Okay. So if you draw ED, it would be a cycle. Okay. If you draw FD, it will form a cycle. So after drawing of 5 edges, n-1 edges, it will automatically be formed as a minimal spanning tree. Now what is the weight of the minimal spanning tree? The weight will be the sum of all the weights of the edges. So weight equal to 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3. That is this weight 1 1 1 1 2 3 3 2 3 3. So the sum is 3 plus 3 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10. So this is our required spanning tree, and the weight of the spanning tree is 10. So this is the method of Kruskal algorithm. This is very simple method. I am repeating briefly. First, eliminate all the self loop and parallel edges from the graph. Then arrange the edges of the graph according to their weight in ascending order. Then start drawing from the first edge with minimum weight and carry on this procedure until and unless you get n-1 edges, and in between this procedure you have to observe that if any edge forms a cycle, then eliminate that edge, skip that edge, and go to the next stage. This is the Kruskal algorithm. Now I will discuss about Prim's algorithm. Okay. So next topic is Prim's algorithm for finding minimal spanning tree. Okay, so to discuss about Prim's algorithm, I am taking first an example so that you can understand easily, and during finding the minimal spanning tree using Prim's algorithm, I will tell you the procedure. Okay, so I am drawing a graph. Please draw the graph with me. AB, weight is 12. BC, weight is 12. CD, weight is 4. Okay. DB, weight is 10. And there is another vertex E. So E is connected with EB. Weight is 6, is connected with A, weight is 14. This is another vertex G, is connected with G, weight is 8. F is connected with F, weight is 6. FG is 4. GA is 20. FD is 6. And okay, so this is the graph, weighted graph. We have to find the minimal spanning tree with using Prim's algorithm. Okay, so to use Prim's algorithm from a given weighted graph, we have to first form a table like this. Okay, so first count the number of vertices. There are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There are 7 vertices. So form the table like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Name the rows and the columns of the table of the vertices. As the name, they are in the vertices. So there are 7 vertices named as from A to G. Where I have given this name. Okay. Now we have to put the elements. How to put the elements? If there is an edge from, suppose we are taking this vertex, suppose we are taking this element, so you have to see that if there is an edge from A to C, and if there is an edge, then you put the weight of that edge. If there is no edge between A to C, then put infinity. Okay, and in case of the self loop, that is from A to A, from an edge from a vertex to itself, you put the element as 0. If there is an edge, then put the weight of that edge. If there is no edge, then put infinite. And in case of the diagonal element, put 0. That is an edge from a vertex to itself. Okay, 3 cases. 0 in case of diagonal element, weight of the edge if there is an edge from that vertex to the column vertex, and if there is no edge between 2 vertices, put infinity. So there will be 3 elements. Now since A to A there will be 0. Now see A to B there is an edge, the weight is 12. A to B 12. Okay, so if A to B 12, then B to A will be 12. So put the element like this way, then it will save your time. If A to B is 12, then B to A is 12 also. Now A to C. What is A to C? A to C, there is no edge between A to C, so there will be infinite. Now what is A to D? A to D, no edge, so there will be infinite. So C to A will also be infinite. A to C infinite means C to A infinite. A to D infinite means D to A infinite. Okay. Now A to E there is an edge with weight 14, so here will be 14. So E to A will be 14. Now A to F is, so A to F is, there is no edge between A to F, so the weight will be infinite. So F to A will be also infinite, and A to G weight is 20, so G to A is also 20. Okay. Now B to B diagonal element, it will be 0. Now B to C is 12, so C to B will be 12. B to D is 10. B to D is 10, so D to B will be 10. Okay, B to E is 6, so E to B will be 6. B to F, no, there is no edge between B to F, so it will be infinite. There is no edge between B to G, so it will be infinite. Then F to B will be infinite, G to B will be infinite. Now next C to C will be 0. C to D there is 4. C to E there is no edge, infinite. D to C will be 4. E to C will be infinite. C to F no edge, infinite. C to G no edge, infinite. So infinite. Okay. Next, take D to D 0. D to E, okay, D to E no edge, infinite. Okay. D to F the edge is weight 6, and then D to E is infinite, so E to D will be infinite. F to D will be 6, and D to G no edge, infinite, so G to D will be infinite. Next step, E to E 0. E to F there is an edge with 6, weight 6, so F to E will be, E to F is 6, that is F to E will be 6. And E to G, okay, E to G there is an edge with weight 8, so G to E will be 8. Next, F to F 0. F to G, okay, F to G 4, so G to F will be 4, and G to G will be 0. So this is our table, required table. This is the method how to form the table. Next you have to start from the vertex A, step 1. Okay, you have to start from the vertex A and choose the minimum weight in that vertex. Now what is the minimum vertex? This is 20. Okay, A to G 20. Okay, choose the minimum weight. What is here minimum? 12 is minimum. So A to B, so in the step 1 choose the minimum weight and draw that edge. So step number 1, AB. So we are drawing AB. Okay, AB 12. Okay, so before that you have to count the number of vertices. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 vertices. So in our required spanning tree there will be 6 edges. Okay, because we know that in a tree with n vertices the number of edges is n minus 1. So you have to continue this process until you get 6 edges. Next, in the previous step you choose first vertex, then you got a new vertex V. Now you have to choose these two rows A and B and choose the minimum vertices in these two rows. Okay, and since these 12s A to B, that is B to A, have been drawn, so mark this. Okay, now without this 12, choose the minimum weight in these two rows. So 6 is minimum, that is B to E. Okay, so B to E we have to draw B to E. Number 2, step number 2, this is AB 12 and B to E weight is 6. So this edge that is B2E means E to B. This edge has been drawn. Okay, so we got a new vertex, one new vertex. Now we have three vertices, A, B and E. A, B and E. Now you have to choose the minimum weight in these three rows. In every step you are getting one new vertex and you have to choose the minimum weight on that row including the previous rows. Okay, so in these three rows the minimum weight is now this 6. This 6 is the minimum weight. Okay, so what is this edge? E to F. E to F. Now E to F means this edge. Now before drawing the edge you have to just observe that this edge is forming a cycle or not. If that edge is forming a cycle, then skip that. Okay, so EF is not forming a cycle. So step number 3, AB 12, BE 6 and EF 6. EF 6, that is this edge. So EF 6 means FE 6. So we got a new vertex F. So now we have to choose the minimum weight in these 4 rows A, B, E, F. Okay, so in A, B, in these 4 rows the minimum weight, you can see that 4 is the minimum weight. Now what is the edge? FG. Now step number 4. Okay, I am removing this step number 1. Number 4. First draw the previous graph. AB, BE, EF and the new edge is FG. This is A. FG, the weight of FG is 4. So FG is drawn, that is GF is also drawn. So we got the new vertex G. Okay, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices, 4 edges. Sorry, we have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 6 edges. So after taking this, drawing these vertices, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and we have to choose the minimum weight in these 5 rows. Okay, so in these 5 rows, what is the minimum weight? Okay, so there is you have to eliminate the marked weight. Okay, excluding the marked weight, you have to choose the minimum weight. So 6 is the minimum weight. You can see that. FD, this weight, this edge is FD. So step number 5 will be AB is 12, E. Okay, BE was 6 and EF was 6, FG was 4. Now we choose new edge is FD. Okay, so FD, the new vertices I am drawing. Suppose here FD is 4. So FD is 6. Okay, FD is 6. FD is 6 means DF is 6. Okay, we have got new vertices D. So now we have to choose the minimum weight in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. So step number 6, just draw the previous graph. First 12, 6 BE. Okay, EF is 6, FD is 6, FG is 4. Now the minimum weight in these rows is, we can see that 4, this 4, and the edge is DC. So DC means CD. So DC is 4. Now you see that we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges and the number of vertices was 7. So we have gotten 6 edges, that is, this is our minimal spanning tree. And the weight of the minimal spanning tree will be the sum of the weights of all the edges. That is, weight equal to, weight is 12 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4. So 18 plus 12, 13, 30 plus 8, 38. So the minimal spanning tree is this, and the weight of the minimal spanning tree is 38. So in Prim's algorithm, I am repeating briefly. You have to form this table. You have to put the elements. If there is an edge, you have to put the weight of that edge. If there is no edge, put infinite and 0 in the diagonal elements. Next, you choose the first vertex, first row. Choose the minimum weight, draw that edge. You will get a new vertex. Next, choose the minimum weight in that two rows with the previous row, and you got the new row. In this way, you will get n-1 edges, and you have to see that when you are choosing the minimum weight, if that edge forms a cycle, then skip that weight and edge. You can choose another minimum weight, or if all the minimum weights are forming a cycle, then you have not to choose the minimum weight. The next greater weight you have to choose. So this was the Prim's algorithm. So in this video, that was all for this video. Okay, so you have to practice some graphs, and you have to practice find minimal spanning tree using Kruskal's algorithm and Prim's algorithm. If you face any problem, or if you have any query regarding these two algorithms, you can contact me. My contact details is given in the first of this video. Thank you.